Hi there, welcome back. We're still in the middle of the European qualifiers and we're in the group stage of those qualifiers for the CORSAIR DreamLeague Major Season 11. I'm here with Lizard and Odie Pixel. I'm Shiver and we are ready to jump into the lower bracket of Group B. And that means we've got Alliance.
Alliance?
Yes.
Alliance?
They are taking on a team called Real Deal, or The Real Deal.
The Real Deal.
With EGM.
EGM.
With EGM.
EGM
with
versus
Excalibur.
Alliance.
How does he dare? Even?
How does he dare?
It is
An
a
insider.
match that is going to be interesting for
He
sure.
owns 50% of Alliance.
He does not.
60%.
60% of Alliance.
No, he does not.
He owns the entirety of the Alliance organization, and he's playing against them.
Is this even fair? Can we check the rules? I don't think.
We're gonna have to consult the rule book.
For people that came into Dota later, EGM was in the original lineup of Alliance and won TI with that Alliance.
Got carried by S4 at TI.
EGM was one of the most promising players, and at some point, maybe after winning TI, kind of lost a little bit of his motivation and therefore stopped playing professional Dota. But everybody always says that he was one of the best players they ever played with, and he found his motivation again. And we see him here in The Real Deal.
Here for now. We're going to leave that Sven on the safe lane, possibly a position 5. Can be a position 3 or even 5 on the off lane. But
so is Tiny. Easy first pick.
Yeah, we're going to leave the Tiny here. Usually played on the off lane as that position 4.
Radiant team pick.
But yeah, Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Not something we see very often. I believe that's on your side.
That's me.
All right. I mean, Alliance special. That's insane.
I was going to say that's an insane one.
That's an insane Phoenix on that safe lane downtown right there.
Insane.
He's going to be supporting a hero that has to be able to fend off on his own, because Phoenix has a position 5. He scales very well into the late game, into the mid game. He's really good there. He brings a lot of team fight, a lot of utility. However, at the same time, he's trash on the lane. Just completely useless support on the lane early on.
It's pretty nice in the down the line against the Sven, right? You know, this map where there's a Sven, you got this magical damage that can be an issue for him.
And the Darkseer, I believe, also on your side.
Darkseer Sven, very nice. Very nice. That's the wombo.
Yeah,
the wombo,
that probably means that Sven is going to be with our boy Darkseer there on the offlane.
Yep.
It's the wombo combo of the vacuum into the stun as well.
Yep.
So overall, a pretty good opening. Earth Spirit has been banned by the Real Deal. You definitely don't want to give Alliance Earth Spirit, so even though you're playing Darkseer, it makes sense to ban it out.
And for the Real Deal, they're still they've got some good options to pick against the Phoenix if they're worried about him. They've got the Jugs, the Trolls still in the pool. Luna actually going to be the ban from Alliance over so these
Sven Luna, it is a scary combo.
Yeah.
And it's the Real Deal that ban out the Huskar. All right.
I mean, Alliance like the Huskars, yeah.
Do they like their Huskar even without the Oracle that much?
Yeah, they'll still do it. I mean, they've already got like the Phoenix itself can be nice. Even that extra sort of regen, you're sitting behind the Huskar, makes it very hard to kill the Huskar when he's been some raid.
10 seconds remaining.
And yeah, it's just a nuisance. Certain matchups can no longer be played in the mid if you know there's going to be a Huskar firing spears at you.
You didn't ban out that lone druid though. Oh, you did actually. I'm blind.
Yeah. I think that's always going to be first phase ban against Qualifier.
It was banned so fast I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
I like that Lions ban out the Shadow Demon in their first phase. Of course, their previous series was against OG, and ever since their first game up against the Thompson Shadow Demon, they have been banning that. Oh, center.
That one is yours.
That one is mine.
So with the Centaur. Yeah, that's going to be laning with the Tiny.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah. We're going to be some scent on the offlane with the Tiny. You have the toss into stun as well. A pretty good, a pretty good combination overall. And also Centaur Tiny can protect that egg very well. You have 2 AoE stuns to work with. So overall, Centaur a pretty decent pick for Alliance right now. Is there a reason? Is there some bigger strategy lying behind the Centaur? Right now, I don't truly see it, but I'm certain there is.
Both teams ignoring the Magnus so far this draft.
Yeah, you can.
Someone could slip in a mag combo here this game.
You can definitely go Magnus. Oh well, on the side of the Real Deal, the problem is you have the Sven.
I guess and
you have the Darkseer. You basically have your 3, and you have one support that's melee Do you really want to get Magnus now as well? It's possible, obviously, but it's not that great. And on the side of Alliance, you have that position for Tiny, most likely, and the Centaur on the offlane, so there is no space for Magnus, actually.
Yeah, I suppose not. Dart Willow?
Yeah, gonna be that safe lane on the real deal. Can also go on the offlane with the Darkseer, but most likely you always want these melee tanky heroes coupled with the Darkseer.
A Morph to be the pickup.
And this is now
to carry for Alliance.
Yeah. How do you think about that?
I think Morph's pretty damn hot hero, and so far you have 3 heroes that, I mean, sure, Sven has a stun, but there's no sort of instant hex or instant catch that the Morph's going to be worried about. So
10 seconds
I guess as an analyst, I get carried away a bit, right, in this draft, explaining all these things.
Well, you should do. I mean, that's your job. That's your job.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's why we pay you.
Yeah. What do you want to do otherwise?
I thought I was supposed just to... Oh, right.
Chill.
All right.
But
So it's not that other thing that we're... Right, the Morphling... Morphling is definitely a good hero here.
Yep.
Darkseer can struggle against Morph in the lane. Well, the good thing about Darkseer and Sven is that they're going to crush this Phoenix if he stays with Morph. But at the same time, Morph shouldn't have too many problems. At least in the past, Morphling hasn't had too many problems farming against the Darkseer. Those Ion Shells, yeah, they go under the tower, but you still farm. You Agile Morph, you can deny everything away from him.
Yeah.
Dire team ban.
There's the OD.
We haven't seen him.
We haven't seen him
about it all day
today, but he's still busted, so surprise teams haven't picked him up yet till now today. But the real deal, they know what's down. Look at that OD.
Yeah, you have another thing with the vacuum to work with now. You have Terrorize, you have Brambles, you have OD. Like, Dark Willow is such an amazing hero. And why is she so small on that? Like,
I don't know.
Come on, I mean...
I think because her wings are very big.
I
like
guess
broad.
so, yeah.
Heroes that we talked about that were good against the OD were like Razor, Viper, Lundred obviously banned. Which other ones am I
mean, one of the big ones, the Pugna's still there. Pugna's one of the biggest.
Nyx, yeah, really good.
Pugna would be excellent, actually, if there's more sort of going an E-Blade build down the road.
Maybe Sniper?
Sniper is also an option, but then you're rolling Sniper plus Morph.
Yeah.
Really bad. Pugna is awesome.
Pugna would be top tier here, for sure.
Pugna, Viper, I think. Viper would be really good as well, because you're going to have a hero that fares well versus the OD, and also a hero that's really strong in the mid game. So you have that Morphling Viper combination, a really hard carry plus that semi carry that just pulls you through the mid game. So
I think I seem to remember as well Alliance for the team. Yeah, I was going to say the Pugna ban. Yeah, it is a no-brainer because Alliance, I believe, are the team in the past that I have seen doing the thing where you get the Morph allies talent and you're just pushing with double Pugna blast and ending the game. It's
that's so good.
If the real deal didn't ban the Pugna there, and Alliance would have definitely taken it, and it would have been a very strong game from Alliance. So obviously it's smart, and as I say, even if with the OD, it was probably obvious the real deal they were always going to ban Pugna.
Should the real deal go for a carry that, like, what do they need to think about? I'm thinking they don't really have a way to clear the egg very easily.
They don't. I mean,
is that a problem?
It is.
Yeah, I mean, I'd still like Jug and Troll.
There's like Juggernaut that's not banned out right now, but we've seen multiple times in the past few days how Jug fares versus Morphling if he doesn't have a good start.
Carry.
However, they do have control for Morph this game. You do have catch, you have control as well, so Jug might be a good thing for you. Basically, you have a way of dealing with the egg, and it's
it's just so good against the egg. But as you say,
a no-brainer. It's not perfect, but at the same time, it's probably the best that you can get to this point. So,
but as you say, it's not a crazy worry for Alliance because they must have been expecting it, and they do have that Morph that's going to help carry against the Jug.
Exactly, it's the only hero that deals with the egg very well. And honestly, if he uses that spin to kill the egg.
Oh, what?
Oh, that's a quake for Brood.
Is that the Brood Mother?
That is a Brood Mother.
I mean, versus OD, it should work very well.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, because he's dire side as well, right? So he's going to easily utilize
I don't care what side it's on. It's a bloody spider. He's going to eat him alive.
That's good. All right.
It should be like, I don't know. Honestly,
Getting
Brood
brooded.
is spooky. I don't want to look at this. I'm down. Gone.
Getting brooded.
Getting brooded in 2019, Lul.
Is this a good Brood game?
I mean,
yeah, I think so, right?
All right, let me check. What do they have? Like some Sven Darkseer. Can they put the OD on the safe lane?
They can put the Darkseer against Brood.
Haven't they got Darkseer mid? That sounds pretty
Darkseer
bad.
versus Brood, how good is it? You have that
You can
magic
swap them
resistance on the.
You can have.
Let's see.
We gotta predict,
I mean,
though.
Alliance have got Brood and Morphling. That's a GG from me. So Alliance.
Yeah, Alliance from me as well.
Alliance from me
Brood,
as well.
honestly.
If there is a way for Real Deal to deal with it, it means messing up their game plan, and that's not. Like, it's not going to be ideal either way. What they figure out what to do with it.
Yeah,
So
I don't think they can really deal with it.
The real. I see what you did. Yeah, I see what you did there.
I'll show myself.
We'll see.
off.
It's been a while since we've seen a Brood game. We haven't seen any here in the games that we've covered over the last few days.
Correct.
So we'll see how if Brood still very much is that hero that just ruins games.
we'll see.
No, we didn't see her in a while, right?
No.
So it's going to be interesting.
Yep. Did you get any changes in the
I
recent
don't
patch?
think so.
Talent changes, I
patch?
believe.
Oh yeah, I believe you
Wasn't
are.
it?
Was it one of those talent changes where it's like a change of a talent that no one ever picks though?
No, I actually think it was the experience talent, something about it. No?
Bounty Brood. Level 10 talent changed from plus 75 spawn spiderlings.
You take the
To
experience
plus
talent, you don't care.
125.
It's
Yeah,
actually
it's-
cooldown.
yeah.
It's cooldown or experience. Which one is it?
I don't know what the other one
The
is.
counterpart, yeah.
But
so,
level 15 talent changed from plus 35% experience
That's the
gain
one.
to plus 15 agility. And level 20 talent changed from plus 20 spiders attack damage to plus 30. And just in case, level 25 talent increased from plus 350 spider health to plus a 400.
So wait, so
you're taking webs at the end. Like they got some talents got changed, but I don't think it's the talents.
But
that you
so
take.
she doesn't have an XP talent at all right now.
I guess.
Correct.
So is that? Can we check that out in the Brood? Just have a look at the talent.
Can we look at the Brood just for a second, just at the talent tree? He disconnected.
I guess.
Never mind, we can't.
Oh, well, no, you can. You can click on the top,
I
right?
don't think
Yeah,
Rappers can hear us.
I don't think
Oh, wait, I
he's
see the
hearing
mouse
us.
move. Oh, no.
I don't
He does
think
not
he
care
is.
about us.
I saw the
No,
mouse.
he's got his tunes on.
No. I know exactly what's happening.
What did you do?
He's playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah, he is. I wanted to say that. He's leveling his little paladin or whatever that is.
It looks like a paladin, actually.
Let's see what we got going on here. Alliance.
There's a cooldown
versus
talent
Real.
that you want definitely, I believe, on Brood. It's like 20%. BKB is always on. Can we check the Brood's talent? Brood's talent?
Hey,
Yeah,
Hey,
I know,
look
he
at
just
his
wants to click
talent,
on it.
please.
The talent.
The talent!
The talent tree.
talent.
Let's see the talent tree.
Look at that mouse. He's getting there. Let's go.
Let's go.
No, just no.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hey.
All right,
So, yeah.
no more experience
No experience
talents.
gain talent.
But you have the cooldown. All right, so the cooldown. I think you still take it over the Agi,
Over
honestly.
15 agi? Yeah, I'm sure you take
I
the
would
cooldown.
take the
You
cooldown.
take the cooldown.
20% is a lot.
Because
It's
you
huge.
always get active items on the Brood, right?
Yeah.
So
you don't have the experience talent. You have the cooldown talent. That's the one thought about. Yeah.
30
So not a whole
seconds
lot
to
has been
battle.
changed in that aspect. You still play her the same way you did before.
Let's see what we're... Yeah, it looks like they are going to put Darkseer in the mid lane. And they have OD on the safe lane.
what, they're going to put Darkseer mid?
Yes. OD
Oh.
is safe. Pinvin check. And, well, Darkseer was around safe lane just now, but I think
No,
we're gonna
with
see
his
some-
items,
with
he's
items.
going mid.
He's
He
going
is
mid.
going mid.
Yeah.
Is that, I guess,
I
well,
mean,
that's the
honestly,
best situation?
That's something that you can do, but it's not gonna like do a whole lot. I think. I mean, Brood is still gonna outfarm. She's not gonna crush you the way she crushed OD. So
No,
there's
so like
that.
you have
So
to
it's-
make a change, but
Yeah,
it's still...
it's a good change, I think.
Okay.
Brambles. This could be problematic.
They have
For
the
Boxy?
spirits.
There's
Yeah,
an,
they're not going to be
They
able
should
to
have a
hit again.
stun soon. Insania should be careful. Actually, he has
Yeah.
no way out now. But
done in 2 seconds.
he's close to
but,
the tower.
no.
He's fine.
A lot of regen though, or time.
Always coming back
He's
out.
waiting. Yeah, he's like, nah, I'm not
Don't
really
wanna do
down.
that.
But this
wanna
way,
do that.
however.
Oh.
Oh, Insania.
Oh no!
Oh
man.
dear.
Oh
And
no!
he's got
this?
spirits. He can't escape. He
He
did.
knew that they were there.
But he should have expected this. This was
That was
Very greedy
underestimating
movement.
your opponent.
exactly very greedy movements, honestly.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, they Shash though on the mid Darkseer. We'll see how much you can get out of this lane.
Shasho is one of those Brood players actually as well, so he should know a thing or two about Brood. Shouldn't really suffer way too hard, but after all, we have to wait and see how this pans out. I don't think Brood is gonna have any issues on mid though. Just farm away on those side camps, and once Darkseer pushes in, you farm the lane as well. We're just gonna have fun here.
Certainly should seem to be the case. Koi for Brood, something that is, you know, it's full lost count at the times it's been banned out against him by many a team. And it's slipped through this time. Bottom lane, Tiger. Let's get gone upon. It's going to go for the quick TP.
Yep.
Now keep him safe.
And
He's out.
Breaks the cell. Now you have to go pace anyway.
Was cancelled, so yeah, that is...
no, they give him another one.
Oh, they gave
Mickey gave him his.
Oh, team player.
That is very expensive, though.
Yeah, it is. That's 200 gold.
Plus the teleport scroll?
220 gold.
220 gold.
270 gold.
Plus the port, yeah. Well, these iron shells. Oh, he put one on the spider. Koi, what are you doing?
Oh, he didn't
micro, dude, come on. That's like when you were playing Meepo and he iron shells one of yours.
Maybe that was the first time, and now he'll keep it more.
Now, I mean, sure, now he's going to be like, oh, okay, I got to keep my eye on that.
I don't know, that would be very funny if he doesn't micro in the future there. He microed the spider out.
Well, so far in the mid lane, I mean, it's working out for Josh. Like, he's farming.
I mean, he's doing fine.
Yeah.
The thing is, Brood is going to get a few levels, and then he's going to start planting these webs on the next to the shrine, right? And he's going to farm the medium, hard camp, and mid. Going to get that diffusal medallion, and then he's going to go on the Darkseer. So he's just waiting his timing.
How is a Centaur plus Phoenix versus OD lane supposed to go?
Is OD alone?
OD is at the moment alone because they have tri-lane bottom.
Well, then Centaur and Phoenix should definitely do well. They're two heroes here. OD is strong, but you have Fire Spirits to mess with him. You can harass him as you do. So Centaur is what, 12 CS? OD is 10. OD is still doing really. He's doing really well, honestly. He's doing great. Penguin check, Timbersaw, OD, Invoker. Really good on those heroes. If you give them to him, he's definitely going to deliver. And he has boots. Do you actually... No, you don't catch him here. You do hit him quite hard, but you don't catch him.
He's coming right back.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm back.
Oh, moving with the Blade Fury onto Mickey. He's still with the waveform to get out. We'll try with the Shadow Realm hit, but he's already shifting into the E. Strength.
It's close though.
40 HP.
And he probably doesn't have a salve, right? Because
no, he gave it away.
Yeah, so just having to tango on the low strength and then build back up into it to stay in the lane.
42 last hits on the Darkseer. How many spiders?
A bunch of spiders.
Did he get?
Like, what's Koikwa doing? Move them away, please, sir.
So there was this whole period where there would be a Broodmother build where the Broodmother did not... Okay, where the Broodmother did not go for spiders, or at least send them to the jungle the whole time?
I don't think that's the case here. Like, you're playing versus Darkseer. It's not like you can't see that he's gonna come up to you with his Iron Shell. You take the spiders, you send them to the jungle, you do something with them, you micro them out, honestly. You don't let them die to an Iron Shell. That's completely Koikwa's fault.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an awesome player and all of that. He should just be a little bit more careful with the spiders. After all, it's 3 gold. No, it's actually more gold. They buffed the gold given. So.
Well, we can soon see what kind of impact it had on the net worth.
Level 4 on the OD, 4 on the Centaur, but OD is solo laning, so. Small win.
They're just trying up now.
Tiny's rotating in. Jerry should be careful. Oh,
nice.
That's close.
Yeah. Darkseer now is being ran down.
Yeah.
That's Salve. Oh, he's committing. Okay, Salve has been broken. That courier.
Also has to be a little careful there. That's how we're seeing CS on the other side lanes. Yeah, nobody really getting too far behind. Everyone in good CS distance one another, but I think, yeah, you say, this top lane, the fact that the OD is doing as well as he is Yeah, it's great news for the real deal.
I mean, he's doing well, but he's not doing great.
Yeah, he's not doing amazing, but he's on his own and he's getting farm.
Yeah, but it's not like a centaur that's gonna really.
Sure, I guess when the centaur's on his own.
Yeah, the thing is, OD, he needs farm. That's the thing. It's not a hero that does very well without farm. That's the problem for it. That's all.
Oh, this Tiny. Looks like Taiga is getting some backup, and Miposhka is on his tail.
Well, they got the Shadow Realm hit to finish him off. And get away with the kill there, the real deal.
Centaur stomps.
Typical.
You see down in the mid lane, Qualifier is able to take over this neutral camp over Shashlo's half of the map as well. Just ensure that he's being that more efficient during the laning phase.
I mean, Qualifier has 52 CS, right? And Darkseer less. Or a bit more.
Darkseer has, I think, a bit more.
Yeah. But he has been killing a lot of these 3 gold spiders, which basically amount to almost nothing.
Yeah, inflated the count.
Oh, why? Why did he? No, oh, right, whatever. I'll stop questioning him.
I mean, at the moment he is doing okay.
He's separating the big spiders from the small ones, but I believe then he sent the small ones onto the Darkseer and a few of them died. But overall, Brood is doing fine, but so is Darkseer. To be expected.
Oh, Jerry getting tossed back into the hands of the Morph.
This mid lane actually might be a bit more problematic for Alliance than they expect it to be, because if Darkseer itemizes in a Crimson way, early Crimson, Brood is not going to be able. He's going for Dominator though, I believe. If they get an early Crimson, that could completely crush the Brood. It's very similar to when you were playing versus Visage. It just stops the spiders from dealing any damage, and the Brood itself instantly does not seem as scary.
Seems on the bottom lane, Mickey and Excalibur continue to get the even amount of farm, trading amongst one another.
While we are a little bit of an impasse in game, I can give you guys an update on Secret versus NIP. NIP beat Secret 2-1.
Oh.
Meaning NIP is in the upper bracket of the playoff.
Nice.
PPD is back.
And Secret has to play in the lower bracket later today against the winner of Synderin, indeed.
So he has to play Synderin.
Yeah, so he has to play Synd. I mean, let's be honest. Synderin.
Syndor Vega.
Synderin.
I think it's well, Synd and Vega. They're kind of similar, I think.
Well, they know each other well.
Yeah, and Vega has been around for longer.
Oh, nice top lane, yeah. Whoa, easy double kill for Pink Vinchek. The setup there.
That dunk on them, actually.
Absolutely perfect rotation from the Sven.
And they hug each other for that stun too.
Yeah.
They
so thoughtful.
Ride or die together.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We'll see what Shashlo does go after this helm. I mean, as you said, we'd like to see the Crimson this game.
Yeah, it would be.
Crimson's good. I mean, Pipe's also very good against these heroes.
Tiger's close by.
Well, it does seem like the Greaves is very popular to rush on the Darkseer at the moment.
It's definitely a decent item as well.
Yeah. I mean, they all are. Ideally, Shashlo is probably going to get a couple of them if he gets the chance to. And Qualifier going for the medallion into diffusal build this game.
Casual build. We've seen many builds on the Brood, from Medallion Radiance to Medallion Helm of Dominator to even... But the most common one was always Medallion and Diffusal.
Yeah. Ten-minute rune's about to spawn. Looks like there's not going to be any contest down on them, but overall the real deal will be able to get their hands on 3 of them. Shashlo, but they have the Dominator, has the control onto Tiger.
He's dead.
He is gone.
He is, alright. They're just going to leave it to Excalibur.
Yeah, he's having a fine game. A lot of pressure, therefore, up on Koifa to do well, because he's the one on top of the board for Alliance. He's the one supposed to create space for the Morphling, right?
Yep.
Later on?
Yeah, as soon as he gets Diffusal, he's going to be pressuring these lanes. That's basically his whole gameplay.
So far, 10 minutes in for the real deal to have a 3k lead there.
I mean,
they're going to be feeling pretty
OD,
damn good about this.
They should be feeling really good about this OD.
Yeah, the fact that they make the lane swap and get OD this perfect lane.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't great, but after that double kill, he's feeling good.
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna have
rolling in it.
You're gonna have the OD versus Morphling as well. That hero is really good versus the Morph later on. So unless Alliance snaps back out of it somehow and takes control of the game and this OD, he is gonna be the one that just goes out of control.
It's time to get that in build up. I have to be a little careful up here, Alliance, as Miposhka is ready to cut through the trees and lead him with the stun. If they get a little too far away from the tower. Things are coming out there, so they should be aware. And Boxy and Tiger should be prepared to play safe.
Yeah, they want the skill.
Oh, Tiger.
They're going to go for it. Timing's there, and in they go onto Boxy. He has got the Stampede. TP's coming through as well. They get the two-man hoof stomp out as well as the Avalanche. Sunray down onto Ping check, but he'll turn. Sanity's eclipsed, finishes off the kill onto the Centaur. He's in trouble now as well. He'll dive away. That will keep him alive, only just.
Yeah.
But again, another kill for the OD. So Ping check continuing to love life on that top lane. Qualifier. Diffusal Blade is done. We'll see him get it out soon. And we'll see if he is able to sort of get those pick-offs and try and find his way around the map to find some action. Top lane, the dive is going to continue as Tiger is alone. Pingvin checking my push, get on top of him. There'll be a TPM from the Centaur. They still have a stun. Okay, Insania's there to back him up. So Boxy will be fine. They can't try and continue to go for him.
They didn't give the tome to Insania, did they? He's not 6 yet, which is, yeah. He definitely needs that 6. Like even on this top fight, if he had that 6, they can turn. But unfortunately for them, he's 5.5 only.
Dire's top tower is under
As I mean, Ping checking 12 minutes in, 4 staff complete. It's going to be harder and harder to actually catch.
This is awesome. Like, great timing for his items, considering he was playing against 2 for the majority of the beginning.
Yeah, he didn't feed, he kept it cool.
Yeah.
Oh, loads of spiders.
There we go, Brood is here.
He's making a rotation, but nothing's going to be done.
No avail, yeah. Didn't really do a whole lot, but he didn't lose a lot either. He rotates.
And he's got the webs laid out, so it's got easy access between the top and the middle lane.
A very speedy spider.
Another setup again. Onto the Centaur. Brambles down too, so Ping can start racking up the id. Tiger is in a position to get for the wraparound, and at the least they'll force out the Stampede.
He's gonna drop the hammer. He doesn't have it yet.
See if they can dive in for this one. Insania diving forward, still as you say, not quite 6, so no Supernova to really punish this overextension. Mass TPs are coming through though. Boxy has the stun onto the Sven, and they'll get Miposhka.
Alright, OD does survive. He gets out. But they definitely needed to rotate that Morphling top because they were being pummeled. Like, they were being destroyed. Qualifier isn't really able to do anything on this mid lane, actually. The CORSAIR has been the perfect answer to him so far, at least.
Yeah, the lanes worked out really well for the real deal.
How much do you rely on taking early towers if you're a Brood?
You want to be pressuring. You want to be the hero that they are obliged to pay attention to.
Yeah.
They have to go mid and just deal with you, but so far the CORSAIR alone has been enough to stop you from doing anything. So yeah, you can farm the jungle and that's great, but you would really like to be pressuring at the same time.
You want to somehow make the space for the Morph. For sure, the Morph, you know, Mickey's farming in the jungle, but you can see out of the 6 cores in the game, it really is the Centaur. He's fallen off. They struggled up top Alliance, and you can really feel that on Boxy at the moment. Just sitting on the 2 braces and a ring of health at 15 minutes in. This is an incredibly underfarmed Centaur.
I think their biggest issue was the slow level 6 on Phoenix. All these fights that happened, they basically couldn't counter them because no egg.
Yeah, that dive up top. They got a Sven, but yeah, with an egg in place, they may have been able to kill Ping Vinchek, and that would be huge.
Yeah, and before when the Centaur died, if he had an egg there, instead of using Sunray, he can just tag and then the OD is dead.
Looks like Shacklo, he really wants some of those spiderlings with that surge on the Centaur.
Yeah, they're basically regioning super fast, so it's not getting any right now.
If you vacuum into 2 iron shells, do they die?
I'm not certain.
Oh,
there we go.
Yeah, they got the vacuum and the stun.
Does the big spider die? That's the question.
That would be glorious here for the real deal, and they get it. The forward, the move in with the Blade Fury. Excalibur's going to try and chase for more. He's got the Omni Slash at the ready as well if he wants to just jump onto Tiger, and he'll certainly take the opportunity to do so. Tiger getting cut down as the Real Deal move towards the mid lane. And at 9-2, 6k lead at 16 minutes in. Ooh, it's insane, yeah.
He's stunned and brambled, but he has no dive. No
he's got Mango and ult.
There's Centaur ult. Yeah, the ult.
Oh, here comes the Centaur. Oh!
Got him.
This it's not looking great for Alliance.
It is not.
It's not working out.
It's definitely
not working out. The Real Deal, they're crushing it. They read the lanes.
Just like we all predicted.
God damn it, we should have believed it. I mean, they are.
Pingvinchek is dominating. Who did he just kill? I mean,
they're starting.
This is Alliance's big issue. Like they have these cores that are usually very strong, but versus OD they crumble. You have this Morphling that's gonna die to OD. Centaur, a hero you can't itemize versus OD. There's nothing you can do. Like he's gonna just rack up that int eventually.
No.
Like, versus some heroes you get Crimson, versus some heroes you get Hood. There's nothing you can do against an OD. Like he's gonna kill you. You're definitely not a tanky hero versus him, and that's what just happened. He soloed him.
And I mean, so far, you know, the impact the Brood's had has been absolutely negligible. It just forced nothing. No sort of movements out of the Real Deal. You know, Qualifiers not being able to.
He did force some movements, but they killed him when those movements were used. So we're done. So.
Pingvinchek just being a couple of 100 gold away from having BKB on top of his 4-star at 17 minutes, seeing full Greaves on Shashlo. Everything is just coming into place at perfect timing for the Real Deal.
BKB almost done on OD, as you said.
Yeah, these sort of timings are so hard to play against. All three cores of the Real Deal are just having a great game in terms of what they expect to and hope to find out the lanes.
You just have answers to these heroes, at least at the moment.
Oh, and all the spiders. Oh, that was a good haul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 9k gold right now on the Darkseer.
Yeah, it's getting a bit scary for Alliance.
Very scary. I mean, maybe Mickey can somehow get an item and begin to contribute for the team. I mean, it's all on the morph to somehow find farm. But I mean, as you say, as Lizard said, there's an OD down the line. You know, and this morph is going to struggle because any sort of disable or chance that Ping just gets to punch into him, he can still get blown up by Sanity's Eclipse after a few hits come in with the Arcane Orb.
Yep. You can't really count on just strength morphing like you usually would.
And I would imagine that Morphling is not a hero that normally wants to get a BKB very early. Or at all.
Morphling? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But he has to, doesn't he?
But then if he does, it's like where's the damage from Alliance?
Yeah, it's definitely going to slow him down tremendously. Yeah. But it is a good item, this game. It's a good item. It's an item that he would love to have, but can he afford to buy it? And I don't mean about gold, I mean about his impact in the game after he does it.
I mean, they have got the Blink Dagger now finally on the Centaur, so if they can make plays onto Ping, if they can, but he's got BKB and Force.
Yeah.
Like, you're not killing him. You have to run away. Mess up a little bit there with the Astral and the stun at the same time.
Astral again.
Will still fall.
Yep.
But that was your first blink attempt. But as we saw, you're blinking onto an OD with BKB. You're not going to burst him. He's going to get a chance to turn.
0 HP,
yeah, I was
basically.
going to say, that was a fight in the side, but
Brood barely survived.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
The Real Deal. They're definitely a team that before this qualifies, so people wouldn't know what to expect, but they're looking pretty hot. As we saw in the first series of the day, taking a game off Liquid.
Yep.
And in this game one of the series against Alliance, they're giving them an absolute beat down here in this first 20 minutes. This is not really looking close at all with the way that Real Deal are playing. As Alliance have got to find some sort of way to slow them down, but the items continue to fly out. Moxie does find the Dark Willow, but Shadow Realm and a TP out will keep him safe. They're going to try the Supernova, but with the BKB, they'll be able to kill it.
Yeah, they got it. And an Omni Slash on Mickey.
Okay, he should be fine.
Forcing him away.
Oh, Boxy.
But Boxy just falls. Yeah, I mean, they seem to have an answer to everything that's coming from the Alliance. Every sort of aggression gets punished.
Spider was able to kill Sven in that time as well, though.
We got the Sven.
Give him a clap.
Yeah.
Sven that has, what, 3K net worth?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know,
it's
a step in the right direction for a lot.
It increased their kills by 50%. But Qualifier.
Oh, gold. All the spiders.
I mean, look at this out. He's 26. He's nearly got a Mystic Staff.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Bye.
you want a port here? All right.
Oh boy.
That was a very ballsy port.
Try again next time.
Yeah, this game's looking a bit like a back to the drawing board for Alliance.
Definitely. I mean, Phoenix, when he ports like that, he can dive out. So it's not. You don't really expect them to kill you that fast. But yeah, they have had a great start. 11K. All three cores are actually very similar in net worth.
Yeah,
check and look at that.
It's like they have three position 1s, and Alliance have got 2 position 3s and a position 4 Centaur with the farm that it's on the net worth.
They just crushed these lanes.
Yeah. I guess Alliance just had confidence that the Spider would just cause them to have this mid lane where he gets this incredible matchup, but they just swapped the lanes.
Yeah, they just have an idea. Let's go take the Spider versus OD. It's great, but as you said, you swap the lanes.
Just move the lanes.
That's it.
I mean, in that sense, do you feel like it could have been the move to just be pretty persistent with getting that matchup and then taking the Spider top lane?
No, it is.
That would have not have done anything.
The thing about the Spider is it can't rotate as well as other heroes because of the webs. So you get 1 or 2 rotations, but that's about it. Then it's too hard. You don't have the cooldown to cast your webs.
No, but as in if you just farm top lane instead, like permanently, just swap lanes, like the Darkseer did, that would just still not.
No, you can't. He would run top to you. Darkseer would come, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, they would just be as insistent in getting the matchup. Yeah. Well, ages for Excalibur. The lead continues for the real deal.
And another problem is when you have like a Spider on the side lanes and not on mid, he doesn't farm nearly as fast. Broodmother wants to be mid. You have easy access to these camps around the mid. That's why we see it mid so often. But yeah, as you said, the Aegis, for them, they take control of the map completely. Oh,
Alliance is gonna find a way to buy time.
With the vacuum into the stun. And Sanya is gone, and a real deal can look to take the tier 2 tower top. And there is no way that Alliance want to have any interest in doing anything about this.
No.
They just don't have the means to fight. They've got, I believe, a couple of blinks. Yeah, Tiger's just picked up his on the Tiny. They can get in there, but that's about it. Mickey at the moment had to go for the split push. He is going, as you say, he feels forced to go for that BKB build, but they just don't really have any way to hit into the members of the real deal. This lineup is so tanky with the auras that Shaslow's got. They're pushing up the high ground with the Greaves ready.
I mean, they have to do something, even with the items that they've got. There is a way, they just have to find it. Like, jump on this OD or this Dark Willow. Blow her up first, protect your egg with the stuns, do something.
Or that.
No, they get the toss back, but Excalibur's got the Blade Fury. Like, Manta and Aegis, you aren't killing this guy, let alone twice. Excalibur has no reason to be scared. They'll look for a fake back.
Yeah.
The tower's gone, Excalibur can get the access. He's going to bait on the front. He knows that Light's going to feel pressure to go on him. They will do so. They'll get the Who Stomp out. He still has the Blade Fury in time, as well as the Healing Ward as he's stepping away. Just walking out of the attempted combo from Alliance.
Nice dive to just get rid of those smokes. But how is Alliance going to buy time in this game? That is the question.
Very hard.
But
this game is
it's very difficult.
It's looking pretty impossible for Alliance, unless, as I keep saying, if Mickey can do something incredible, maybe he can morph himself into one of the real deal's heroes and catch him off guard. He's you know, because considering the state of the game, Mickey's still farming very well.
Yeah.
You know, the whole game is a mess, but he's pretty much at the same farm as the 3 cores of the real deal. The problem is Quake for Spider's behind, and Boxy just hasn't been in this game at all.
Trying again on the Aegis carrier. They do get him, but they gotta run.
Yeah, they can't go for a second shot on him. And I mean, the question is, when you have a 14k lead, if you're the real deal, are you that fussed if you don't have an Aegis? Will you still be happy to go
have it, obviously.
You'd rather have it,
but if it so happens that you lose it, it's not the greatest deal, but it does make it easier for Alliance.
It's probably going to time out pretty soon, wasn't it? I don't know.
Yeah. It's easier for Alliance to make some sort of a play, as you can't be as greedy as you were in that last fight. What's happening
So,
here?
they've got the vacuum set up onto Boxy. He does have the Stampede. Be able to maneuver his way out of the Bramble Maze. Maposhka just checking to see if he can find a blue. Tiger was up there in the trees momentarily, but Tiger was able to TP out. So back to safety. They'll go for the easy objectives, the real deal. Take those outside shrines after removing that top tier 3 tower.
Still, what does this Spider have? What did he go for even? BKB medallion.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
It's just had no impact at all this game, the Spider. It just hasn't been a fit.
Like, this guy has a Hex, offlane OD.
Oh my goodness, ping Vinchak.
Yeah. And your Spider has a BKB to be able to even hit anyone.
What kind of impact are you expecting? Like, let's say this game goes on and Alliance is able to buy time. What type of brood is that? Because it's a different type than we normally see, obviously. Normally, you'd expect it to do well on lanes and apply pressure that way. What kind of brood is a late game brood in a game like this?
It's just not really a comeback hero, is it?
No.
Yeah.
Like, what is his job? Shouldn't his job then be utility?
Nah, you just still go for damage items, and you have like a BKB that's on a 20% less of a cooldown, so you can pop in and out of fights all the time. You also have your incapacitating bite that's gonna make people miss, but are they gonna get to the late game in which that's gonna even matter? That's the question.
That is the question.
They have a decent team fight on the side of Alliance, but
well, they need to be alive for that too.
They have to be alive and in line. They have to play together. So far, like, they aren't managing to do anything because they're being picked off left, right, and center. Insania is an amazing Phoenix player, and he's having a really rough time from the start. From that first blood, he's been picked off left, right, and center all the time. He's just dying. And Phoenix is a hero that doesn't die easily. That's the beauty of position 5. Phoenix, you have a mobility skill built in, so you don't need to buy a dagger or anything like that.
Well, from here on out, he's just gonna get hexed and hit in like 4 hits from the OD, and he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Everyone will, actually.
Yeah. Ping Vinchak can kill whoever he sees. Especially once he gets that one more creep, he'll be level 18.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, that Salenti's Eclipse is really gonna hurt some of these heroes. You just don't have the items, don't have the stats to be able to deal with a massive difference in intellect.
I have a feeling Alliance got inspired by the Abaddon and Intervyvern picks that aren't really in the meta, but that won, and now they picked this, and Brood's definitely not working so far.
He's going to try and lead him with the BKB. You're going to have Mickey coming from the backlines with his own BKB, trying to start some sort of a fight. He'll waveform across, but the Omni Slash is there as well as the Zenback. They do get the Supernova off. They've dragged back with the Vacuum onto 3, bringing Alliance very low. They've lost Insania, they've lost Tiger. Boxy down as well. An attempted fight there. Mickey, can he TP out in time? He can.
Ooh.
That's done. Really good plan by Miposhka, but didn't work out.
Yeah,
he counted on that AoE. He stunned the creeps instead.
At least the 2 Fats hero on the side of Alliance did not die, so
that's
silver linings. Still, of course, an uphill battle for them, but I don't know. How are they going to do it?
He's going for that Orchid now. I mean, that you're buying that Orchid to kill perhaps Jerry, but Jerry doesn't care.
I guess
he's happy to die to Alliance, you know? He's the only one that's like... He's even, you can see the way he even bought the gem. He wants to die. He's like, kill me, take this gem, do something, Alliance. You're embarrassing me.
I'll take that as tribute.
I mean, normally you'd think that
he's buying 2 gems. You see, he has another one.
Second gem.
2 gems.
Normally you'd think that you want to go for pickoffs if you're Alliance, but you don't really have a tag team that could really take anyone down over.
I mean, yeah, if the game was even, sure, you know, you have this Centaur.
I mean, look at Centaur.
tiny,
Look at his item. This isn't your 30 minutes.
He's had a very rough game, Boxy. He is.
Who can they kill?
No farm at all.
Who can they kill? That's the question.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the question.
20k lead, 30 minutes in. I mean, the real deal, as I say, people would not have known what to expect when they see this team, unless they would have believed in the one true Lord and Savior, EGM, as his stack is absolutely crushing it.
I wonder if Alliance underestimated them. Just went with this Brood because, you know...
Maybe they did. Maybe
because we haven't seen them play these heroes before. I mean, Brood, I mean, they did play it in the meta in which Brood was good.
Yeah.
But recently, for a long time, actually, Brood was out, especially ever since Tiny and Kunkka got buffed. Tiny, with the tree grab change, just would obliterate Brood, and then the Kunkka as well started being picked, so he would do the same, and then Brood fell out of favor.
Oh, top Excalibur. We have to kill off Boxy, as he's now got the money for his Blink Dagger, level 20 on the Jug. It really is all on Mickey. It's up to Mickey to make a miracle happen. This Morph has to somehow carry this game, but it's so hard because of the state of the game at this stage. It's just an absolute mess for Alliance. As as you say, the only sort of reason for the state of this game, they must have just really, you know, they really believed that this would not be how the Broodmother worked out. This was definitely not the plan.
They were like, haha, we
got a Brood.
Destroy that OD.
But then, no, we've got a Brood.
Where's that OD? There's a DD now bottled as well on Excalibur. You can use it whenever. They can use it to push. Like every time we see this Brood, it's just some spider hiding in trees, and that's it. Yeah. Like his item progression is inexistent. Like what? Oh well, we have a smoke. Morphling does have a decent chunk of gold.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, Mickey's like, he's in a different game to the rest of Alliance. You know, he's loving. He's farming.
He's on the level as the 3 cores of the real deal.
Let's see what they can do here. They do get the jump in towards the pit, and they go looking for Maposhka. The Supernova is going to come out. No way for Real Deal to get rid of it. But the Omni Slash is in. The vacuum wall as well. Onto the 3 of them. Excalibur straight on the front line. The Supernova Stone will be successful though. Mickey pops the BKB, trying to beat into Shashlo. Shashlo able to surge his way out of it all. Pink Vinchek steps in with the BKB, jump forward from Excalibur. The Hex out as well from Pink Vinchek allows them to cut down Boxy. Up to the high ground they slide. Mickey trying his best to turn, bring down Jerry, but the stun is out in time. A defensive Astral keeps Jerry safe. Mickey's rooted up by the Bramble Maze. They'll lose the Morphling as well. As the Real Deal take another fight.
I think that's the best fight they could have taken even.
Yeah, they got us Sven.
Yeah, around that pit, the Phoenix works the best, as you can put the egg anywhere inside or outside where he's going to be in fog. But they just get the Sven and he buybacks and they pretty much all die.
Took a while for the Sven to actually die too.
Yeah. I mean, he does have that 2 bracers power threads.
Yeah.
Plus the Warcry, obviously. It's just... There's hope for Alliance, perhaps.
In the next game.
In the next game. 24-4, I think it's self-explanatory. I mean, 33 minutes into the game, you managed to get 4 kills.
Yeah. I mean, out of all the games that we've covered here so far in the qualifiers, this is by far the biggest beatdown we've seen. As the Real Deal. Certainly, I mean, as you say, you know, this is a very, very respectable stomp from them. That, you know, you got to keep your eyes on these boys. Maybe this could be the 3rd stack to make it out of EU. If they can continue to pull up performances like this, I mean, they
did take a game off.
They took a game off Liquid. They took a game off Liquid.
Last game, honestly, early on they were good. They just didn't have the draft to answer Liquids. Plus, it's Liquid.
Yeah.
It's the same team that just had no problems destroying OG. So,
well, I think certainly keep your eyes on Real Deal.
But yeah, Real Deal.
I'll take that as tribute.
Looking great. we haven't really talked about Miposhka at all. We're talking about EGM and everyone else, Pingvinchek, but Miposhka actually always played in CIS stacks, so this is his, I believe this is his first EU stack.
I think it probably is, actually.
Yeah.
He was in so many different CS ones. As top.
Okay, that's interesting. Omni Slash to the Ghost Scepter.
Still gets the job done. And a godlike Pingvinchek.
Yep. They can just go high ground. And really, what can Alliance do to stop them? I don't think there's anything at this point. They're gonna probably, once the Tiny Black try to toss them back.
They can silence someone.
Yeah.
And then they can BKB to remove it. Yeah. Oh, in they go. Can they get anything? They're trying. So the Supernova's out as well. Alliance trying to hit back. Can they get a kill? No, Sanity's eclipse.
Oh, God.
Puts a bit of a stop to it all. Boxy's dead. Alliance have to retreat. As Alliance just didn't have the damage. Insania caught out. The Phoenix is down. The top racks are gone.
Just go mid.
I just call it.
You have it. Just call it.
This can only be demoralizing for Alliance, you know?
As in they go again, straight away, vacuum back. Mickey is able to keep himself alive for a little bit. Waveform's out.
Waveform away.
But they've lost Tiger. Insania does buy back, but the mid racks are falling. The real deal. More than ready. And Qualifier continuing to watch from the sidelines, pretty much as he has done for the entirety of this game. The Spider
hiding in the trees, just watching. Yeah, that's pretty much all he's been doing. That's pretty much all he can do, sadly.
Poor guy. Oh, his team is fighting again.
And his team are dying again.
Yep, by the time he gets to the
here he goes!
Oh, here he goes. BKB up as well.
The Spider has arrived and GG has been caught.
The moment they saw how much damage the Spider deals, they're like, alright, Qualifier, you're not serious. We waited for this.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear. We were wrong with the predictions.
Yeah, we were.
We were very wrong.
I think we were not the only one either.
Oh, that was...
production was indeed... Oh, yeah, you can
production
get a point
was
to
correct.
Production.
Did they actually vote?
Yeah, they did. They believed in the real deal.
Especially always when we go all one direction, production will make a point to go the other
Production
direction.
has 9 points.
I mean, their production's catching up.
They're
with
almost
NA.
as bad as NA.
And production gets the vote on every game.
That's true.
That's even worse.
But, so yeah, EGM and the lads. That's got to feel good for EGM.
Yes.
I mean, back in the day, was he kicked from Alliance? He was, wasn't he? Did he just leave? I can't remember.
I think it was a bit of a mutual thing. I think that was the
That's got to be. That's got to feel good. You know, coming back with a new set of boys and being like, "What up, Alliance?" and then bam.
Yeah, but this isn't the Alliance that he had.
Sure,
anything with like it's Loda though. He beats Loda.
He beats Loda.
I'm pretty certain he's happy that he's beating Loda.
I can be pretty sure Loda's not very happy.
Excalibur, Pingvinchek, and EGM. Until a few like they were together in Bulbasaur Esports.
Yeah, that's the
Bursaspor.
They have played together since at least since after TI.
Oh, that's because Excalibur was also on Alliance for a bit, wasn't he?
Yeah,
or was it for like a tournament? No, not for a long time, but he was on Alliance.
Yeah, he was.
Was he on Alliance or was he just for like a LAN they played together?
No, he was. You're thinking he was on a LAN together with Fnatic for the TI.
Oh, so he wasn't on Alliance?
He was on Alliance.
Oh, he was on Alliance.
Yeah,
he was on Alliance.
But as said, Pingvinchek and EGM and Excalibur have played together for the last half year or so.
Wow, that looked good. That looked very, very good from the real deal. And that did not look good from Alliance. That looked a little bad. I don't think we're seeing the Spider.
A little bad.
Very bad. I'm trying to be polite here, you know.
Outplayed.
I mean...
Just outdrafted, I think, first and foremost, then outplayed as well.
No more Spider, I don't think. No. I don't think the Spider's coming back. I think the Spider's gone.
I think Lions might have nightmares about that Spider.
There's a hole in the Tidehunter.
Yes. We figured that out a couple days ago. Don't pull his intestines out.
He's bleeding. Poor Tide.
Look after him.
Because you're pulling out his blood.
Who did this? I wonder.
NA, of course.
Of course.
No. We're going to find out what's going to happen in the series. We're, of course, in Group B of the European qualifiers. Doesn't matter who wins or loses. Everybody's going to make it to the playoff. But what does matter is whoever wins here faces OG later on. And that match will decide which one of those teams will go to the upper bracket still. Anyway, stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Dotes.